right. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what's going on and what we're doing here. The gravel guy had brought this first load in a couple weeks ago. Actually before I left to go to New York, so probably 3 weeks ago. And it's worn out a little bit, so we're trying to pull now some of this rock back over into the track on this side. This side looks pretty good. We're going to take a walk and I'm going to show you what we got going on, kind of what the game plan is. My neighbor does have a tractor. I think he does have the rake on it, so we're going to eventually be pulling things over into the tracks on this side. But kind of give you an idea how big these stones are. Good sized stones. This is number 3, and it's got some lighter stuff in there. But as you can see on this side here, it is packed down really, really well. So we're going to take a walk. And here comes Miss Hella. She was getting a drink. But yeah, see, some of this is going to have to get pulled over from the center. And he was just in here. But on this side, it's packed down really, really well, which is a good thing. This whole area through here was an absolute mess. Really, really muddy. Because I'm going to show you up here with the trees and the way that the trees are. This is always shaded through this area. And the problem with that is when we get a lot of rain, the rain gets in here, and then when the sun does come back out, it doesn't dry it up because it's all shaded. So it takes quite a while to get that squared away. So as we're walking here, I'm going to show you how far we got with this load. And you know, so through here, as you can see, even on that side, it looks really, really good. There's just a couple of spots that need to be, squared away. And we do have this gravel in the center of here to utilize. So, and I'm going to get to this point, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to show you the guy that brings the stone in definitely knows what he's talking about. So I'm going to turn around here, and you can see it goes quite a ways around that curve, that first load, okay, that we had put in before I had gone back to New York. So that's what I had him start at the spring box. You guys saw the spring box before, and come this way. And so this, and you can see already the difference. This has had 3 weeks of getting driven over and an opportunity to get packed down, and so it's gonna, this will settle in, but this is already settled in pretty good. There's, like I said, there's just a couple of spots. You can see, like I said again, the packed in really, really good. Plus, we do have more stone in the center that down the road, if we need to rake it over, we could. But this is in really good shape. So from this point on, we're still a mess, and I'll show you where that part goes to. So Danny, my gravel guy, he told me, he said, I put it in there thick because it was soft. It's quite a mess, and he's right. And it's just, this is again more of this number 3, and so where we just started walking, and I will show you how far this one goes. Now this is one load today that he has done. He's going to bring us in another load tomorrow, and I believe he's going to try to get in here with a third load this week as well. I'm not exactly sure what day that's going to be, but so we're looking at probably, now I wanted to show you this here, okay? You see how soft this is through in here? So what we're going to be doing today, Steve and I, and you heard him starting to rake when I walked away, we're going to try to pull some of this from the center over here on this edge, because this is, you can see how, now we haven't had rain down here in over a week now, and it was still this wet. So this part here we're going to have to pull into here to make that better. This side looks pretty good over on here, but you know, Danny had put it in here pretty thick so that we could you know, be able to pull that over as we go. Getting this road squared away, with the group, we sat down and we talked. I want to get a pavilion built as well. Everybody wants to get a pavilion put in just so that we can be out of the weather. But as a group, we sat down and we talked about it, and the priority right now needed to be this road. And so getting this project done and out of the way was top of the list. So you can see here is where it ends, and I'm going to turn this around once again. And again, it goes a good, decent distance around there. So quite a bit of the road there is done. He will bring in this next load tomorrow, and he will continue on down here. This is obviously the drier side. This is the wetter side. So he will continue to put this in here thick and heavy. And it's coming along really, really good. Like I said, I'm really, really pleased. And I'll kind of show you down here. We'll walk a little bit further. And I wanted to show you this. But this is my road in, okay? This is communal access. Anybody that has property back here, the other guy that owns the other property, he also obviously uses this road as well. And so I had spoken with him, and him and his family are on vacation. And so when he gets back, he's going to get a couple of loads himself to put in here on this road. So, you know, that's going to help too. In the first turn when we come down, and I'll show you that in another video. So once you get past this point here, a little bit of softness down there, but if he brings in that next load and comes in, and I'm just going to have him go as far as he can, that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. That'll make that, and then once you get past there, then it's not so bad. And then up over here is the opening to the lower meadow. So that's where we're at, and I'm, like I said, it's always as long as we're making some kind of progress each and every day, that's a great thing. And so those of you were asking, actually I will tell you how many tons this load was here in a second. I have the paperwork in my pocket, because I know people are going to ask, well, how much was a load of gravel and how many tons? So let's see. It is 25.31 tons of stone that was brought in on this trip here, probably about the same amount tomorrow. It was $632.75 for this load of stone. Now again, this is number 3, so it's a bigger stone. A lighter stone is going to go farther when you start spreading it out, but this heavier stone was needed because of this. Well, come on, baby. Come on, get back up here. Be careful. Be careful. Okay. Good girl. This load was needed because, again, because of this softness. We needed that heavier, that you could, it will pack down, but you could still drive a vehicle over it without any problems. And so, but that is where we're at, folks. And I got to say, hopefully you find this interesting. This is all part of what we have to do, you know, for the homestead. Being able to get in and out of here is very, very important. And, you know, that's another thing that's going to take time. I mean, this isn't something that happens overnight. You're talking 3 loads of this gravel, you're looking at almost $1,900. So, you know, it's not cheap. We're well in off the main road, obviously. So I'm going to stop a second, and what do you hear? You hear nothing, and that's the price you pay. But you know, this road here has just been a mudded road for who knows how long. And you know, now with me and Steve back here living full time, you know, and then the other guy said that they plan on building something on their property as well over there. you know, people are going to be using the road, and we need it not to be a muddy, rutted mess. And so I'm going to come back to the edge here again. We're going to turn around, and hopefully you can kind of see how far 25 tons took us. It doesn't seem that far, but I'm going to tell you what, when you're driving in on this every day and dealing with, you know, the ruts and the mess, it is not a whole lot of fun. So every little bit that gets done, and again, you can see up and around the bend there. So it's quite a bit, actually, if you really think about it. And like I said, again, if you're looking at the difference, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this on camera, but there's definitely a difference with this new stone on as opposed to the other stone that has had a chance to be packed in. So I'll just take that back just a little bit so you guys can see that. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And like I said, good progress. Really, really pleased. I'm going to get another load of gravel in here tomorrow, and hopefully the third load not that long after, still hopefully this week. The weather is supposed to hold out, it's supposed to continue to have dry weather, and so it makes it easier for him with his truck and a full load of gravel to get in here. And so that's where we're at. So I hope you all are having a fantastic day. It's a great start to my week with getting this going here. And I'm sure my other members of my group seeing this video are going to go, yes, the road is going to be better. So for everybody that's a group member, next month when you come in, a lot much more of this road is going to be in much, much better shape. And that's a good thing. All right, folks, I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, we are truly all in this together. I wanted to kind of show you this too, guys. Should give you an idea. If this is what we deal with here. So here we have our road, and then if you look up, it goes straight up like this as well, right? Comes down here, you have this old logging road, is exactly what it is, through here, and then it goes all the way down. That's how it is coming off of the meadows as well. I have some logging roads up in there, and other than that, it's just, it is very, very steep. So anyway, remember folks, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Perfect example this year. Progress, making progress every day. Work methodically. Before you know it, a lot of stuff is going to get done. With getting 3 loads of gravel in here, hopefully all 3 this week, huge difference with getting in and out of here. So that's important too. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for